Hi there YouTube, this is Daniel back at Daniel's Comics and today I'm going to show you my most recent Instocktrades hauls because this time around I've actually received 2 packages before I had a chance to film any of it. One slightly because one of the packages got a bit stuck at customs for a while before they reached out to me, and the other one didn't get as stuck. And then I've had vacation and helped my brother remodel his kitchen as well. Well, yeah, so those reasons aside, I have a bunch of books, 2 boxes worth of books from Instocktrades to show you guys. And before I do that, I'd like to have a beer like I did last time, because it's really warm around here in Stockholm at the moment, and this time I have chosen a American Pale Ale, or an IPA, British and American style IPA from America. It's a Colorado-based brewery called Oscar Blues Brewery, and I do like my IPAs, and this kind of intrigued me because I've mostly enjoyed American-made IPAs, so I try to find new ones and try them out. So let's try this, see what it tastes like. So it's got this hazy look to it. You can really smell the hops. Maybe some hints of pineapple, pine tree maybe, grapefruit. That's smooth. Wow. There's a clear bitterness to it. Some small hints of pineapple and maybe passion fruit. Yeah, that's good. Wow. That's a really good IPA though, right there. So let's get into the haul itself. I have a bunch of trade paperbacks from the 2 shipments. Let's get into the first couple. The first couple books I have to show you is made from or created by a creator that I've come to like very much, and that is Joelle Jones' Ladykiller Volume 1. I really enjoy her artwork, and this is, I think this is supposed to be like a homemaker is secretly a assassin, and yeah, hopefully this won't be too much of a, yeah. I really do like how she draws women. They look really beautiful and powerful, and of course I couldn't resist Volume 2 as well. So this completes the 2 miniseries that's out at the moment, and she's drawing Catwoman as we speak, or maybe not as we speak, but she is the creator for Catwoman in this new relaunch for the character. And then I got a follow-up to a series that I read a while ago. I know there's 4 volumes in total, and the artist I've been enjoying a lot when I read him, his artwork and the stories he's drawn for Valiant. And the artist I'm talking about is Juan Jose Rip, and the series I'm talking about is Clone. So not a very well-known series, but I've heard so many good things about it, among them from a friend of mine called Matthias, and he recommended this to me, and when I read Volume 1 I just, yeah, this is a story that I like to read. It's an action-packed story, and there's clones everywhere and apparently they know about each other, and yeah, there is some high concept science fiction there in the cloning sort of area. So volume 2, volume 3 and volume 4. And the artwork is quite brutal at times. It's very detailed. I really like it. So it's gonna be exciting to read his artwork or the stories that he is drawing once more. And then I have another follow-up to a series that I started a while ago again, and that is Empty Zone Volume 2. This is written and drawn by Jason Sean Alexander, and his art style is very gritty, really cool. He did draw a miniseries for Vertigo over a year ago called Frostbite that I really enjoyed, and yeah, his artwork is just awesome. Really, at times horrifying, and yeah, it's really cool concept with this series as well. And yeah, most of my books here are follow-ups to other series that I already started reading, and this one is Descender Volume 5. I haven't read Volume 4 yet, but I have read Volume 1, 2 and 3. So yeah, I think this might not be too much spoilery, but yeah, the artwork by Dustin Nguyen and the story by Jeff Lemire, it's just awesome. And apparently this series is spinning out into another series that's coming out in February next year called Ascender, which is more magical or magic based, I think. So that's gonna be interesting. And then I got a series that I haven't actually looked into that much, but I knew the artist was Daniel Warren Johnson, and since I love his work on Extremity, I felt like I needed more of his artwork. So I decided to get Ghost Fleet, or the Ghost Fleet, the whole damn thing, which is I think a complete graphic novel style, and yeah, his artwork is really brutal, and he's coming out with a new series this fall called Murder Falcon, which looks really insane and cool, so I'm probably gonna pick that one up as well, but in the meantime I will have to make do with his story in this one with Donny Cates. And yet another follow-up to a series that I started almost 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, I think this was one of the first, or a couple of first image series that I started reading, but haven't gotten back into yet until now. And that is Copperhead, Volume 3. I know that Scott Godlewski is not on art anymore with this series, but hopefully this is gonna be good enough. Yeah, it's Ollie Moss, I think, and yeah, it doesn't really look like Copperhead that I'm used to, but it looks really good anyways. Hopefully the change in artist won't matter too much to me, and Volume 4 as well. And then I've been enjoying a series by Matt Kint for Valiant, and that is Exo Manor. And I decided I wanted to read more about the things that Valiant did before the relaunch now in 2017. And that is Exo Manor Deluxe Edition for Valiant, Volume 1. I think this collects the first 2 or 3 trade paperbacks from the first launch, and it's written by Robert Venditti, and I think he went to DC after this to write Green Lantern. Here's some of the artwork inside. They have a tendency to switch artists in between arcs, so Valiant usually have great artists, but they change up the art style somewhat in between arcs. So far I haven't been that upset about it, but yeah, it's just good to know if you're new to Valiant. Cheers! Oh, that's refreshing. So, another Valiant book that I've been enjoying since Crystal's Gage took over, and that is Ninja K. And I wanted to read the things that came before it, and to do that I have to get the Ninjak books. And I had the option, and I decided to go ahead and grab the deluxe edition for this. And there is another one to complete Matt King's run on the character, and that's gonna be interesting to read. Here's an example of the artwork inside, and with this series, as every other Valiant series, they switch up the artists from time to time in between arcs. And another Valiant series that I'm reading at the moment is Bloodshot by Jeff Lemire. I read the things written before Jeff took over the character at Valiant and enjoyed it, but I've been enjoying Bloodshot Salvation more, I think. So I decided to go back and grab what he wrote with Reborn earlier, and I think there's a second volume as well completing his run along with a couple of miniseries he did. So yeah, Bloodshot's Reborn Deluxe Edition Volume 1, and there's a Deluxe Edition Volume 2 as well. And here's an example of how the artwork looks inside. And then I decided to get an image series that I've been enjoying. It kind of got me into a slump when I read Volume 2 in the deluxe format. I enjoyed Volume 1 really a lot, but then it kind of took a little bit of a downturn, but it slowly kind of built, and I started enjoying it from Volume 3 and 4, so I decided to continue it, and that series is Invincible Volume 5 and Volume 6 in the deluxe format. And I know that there is a total of 12 volumes out, and that concludes the series. And Ryan Otley is doing Amazing Spider-Man at the moment, and Kirkman is doing a couple of new series called Oblivion Song, and now the surprise release of Die Die Die, and Walking Dead of course, and Outcast, and a lot of different series as well. So this is going to be interesting to start reading again, and it's going to be fun. So, the next book of the whole is Batman Omnibus by Grant Morrison, Volume 1. This is a really good size of an omnibus, not too big, not too small, just enough, just lagom, as we say in Sweden. I love the design of the book, and I have read this book before, but I have it in trade, and I thought I didn't want to upgrade it, but yeah, I apparently did. So I got this book once I saw it in a video a while back, and once I saw it at my local comic shop. So I put an order through to get this book. But yeah, it looks really good. The spine design is awesome. Hopefully they will continue the same spine design for the next 2 volumes. So there's gonna be 3 volumes in total. And the next book is another omnibus by Marvel this time, and that is Jason Aaron's run on Wolverine gets a continuation. Wolverine Goes to Hell. And now I have 2 of his omnibuses for his run on the character, and now I only need Wolverine and the X-Men to complete his run. I'll probably never get that until they do a reprint or something like that. You never know, now that Disney has the character, so you never know. But yeah, Wolverine Goes to Hell. Cheers! So, the next book I have to show you is another omnibus by Marvel. I had it in complete collections before, but I sold those to finance this buy. So it's Punisher by Garth Ennis, the Max series. I really enjoy this. It's gonna be great to read it again in omnibus format, and probably gonna do that before season 2 of the Punisher for Netflix gets here. So yeah, and the next series I have to show you is a book by Brian Azzarello, and that is Wonder Woman Absolute Edition. I really love the artwork by Cliff Chang, and yeah, I have it in trade, so I decided to upgrade it to a absolute format, and yeah, it's just a beautiful book, and it's an absolute edition, so with every bell and whistle that comes with it, it really lies flat from the first page, and it's gonna be awesome to reread this series yet again. I can't wait to read it in this size and this format. And of course I got volume 2 as well. And the design is just... they really thought of everything here. Just look at the hardcover itself. And I really enjoy that and really like that they chose to not add a dust jacket to it. Because when you put a book with a dust jacket into a slipcase, the risk is always there to wrinkle the dust jacket, which is horrifying to me. I really don't want to do that, so it's really nerve-wracking to put a book back, especially when the slipcase is so tightly bound around the book itself. So those are the books that I have to show you guys this time around from 2 different hauls this time. I decided to go ahead and do the same thing that Joachim Comic Center does at times, to combine his shipments into one big video. And I will try to get into making more reviews. I have received requests for reviews to do before, so I'll probably try to get into reviewing books that I've put onto the list. Until next time, have a fantastic week of reading, collect what you like, and see you around. Bye bye. Cheers.